What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for a standoff with the so-called named Bud. This guy, I'm trying to get my headphones on right now because I had to take a little tinkle break in between recordings. We've got Bud over here, and Bud's got a gun, and so I'm hoping he doesn't decide to like play buck with me here. Hold it! Take one more step and I'll cut you down where you stand. Negotiation. Hold on, I didn't know anybody was here. I'm lowering my weapon. Let's talk. You go ahead and lower yours. I'm not. This is my house. You got something to say, you better make it quick. I'm from a shelter. We're looking for supplies and survivors. Which shelter? Last I heard, they'd been compromised. I'm not from a government shelter. We're just a group of survivors. I figured someone else survived. It doesn't matter. Someone begins pounding on the door. Please, go. Maybe I can help you. Unless you've got a cure for that disease, then no, there's nothing you can do. There is no cure, I'm sorry. Whatever you think that is, it's not human anymore. No! You're wrong! My wife isn't dead. You hear me? There's another series of thumps on the door. Just get out of here. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna go for the common ground here. I've lost people I love, and I understand what you're going through, but that's the truth. I told her not to volunteer at the clinic. I begged her to stay here. She was always trying to help people. I was so angry at her when she came home furious. She told me it was gonna happen. She said she had seen it. All she did was try and pull an infected person off a patient, and damn it, Becca. I tried so hard to keep her here. Well, you say she wanted you to help people, honor her memory, and help us at the shelter. She would want that, probably, but I was married to her for 40 years. Came back from a war for her. Raised 3 children together, and I was ready to spend my golden years with her. It's not that I don't know how to use a gun, I just haven't been ready to let her go. Would she want you to die here? No. But I can't leave her like that. There's something I gotta do. Stay here. I'm gonna go do what needs to be done. He walks out, and in a few seconds you hear muffled speech, followed by a gunshot. We can go now. Anything else you need to get before we leave, Mr. Bud? Give me a sec to reload and then lead on. Alright, I wish we had met under better circumstances, Bud, but we should go. And so a new survivor joins the fold. I was worried about this situation. It managed to turn into something where it worked out. It sounds like he's a war survivor. It sounds like he's a veteran. Basically the same thing. Veteran / war survivor. I suppose those two things are basically intrinsically linked. Oh, somehow my loot indicators got turned off. I was going to say, I feel like there should probably be more loot up in here. Let's go ahead and step on back. Maybe Bud would be a suitable swap for Dougie Fresh. I might get rid of Dougie. I'm not sure right now. We'll see what happens. Dougie's got a lot of HP, though. That's what I like about Doug. We'll have to take a look at Bud, see what his skill sets look like. We've got some weightlifting gloves. Definitely, just in case you want to get your breakfast club on right there. We don't have a whole lot of hand armor, actually, so I'm fairly happy about the fact that we just looted a bit. Hand armor's been hard to come by comparison to, like, everything else. Over here, we've got some goodies. We've got Soothenum, which I haven't been using, actually. I probably should. The Soothenum gives us a better chance to shoot at people. It gives us a higher aim chance. It's basically like... I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. It's weird that they have 2 bathrooms so close to each other. That's a strange housing layout. That's a very strange housing layout. We got some maxi pads in there and some other basic medical necessities. It looks like he's been hanging out in this room right here. Dougie can't carry much more, so let's go ahead and separate him from the group. Grab Victor. See what we can find here. He's got a TV on the floor. A mattress over the windows. Damn. Sounds like it's been kicking off over here. I kind of feel bad for the guy. It seems like it's been like D-Day over here. People attacking his house. His wife's dead. Been having a rough set of weeks. That's for sure. A rough subset of days inside of weeks. Let's maybe go over here and see if this thing... Ah, there we go. Got a gallon of fuel out of that thing. Very, very nice. We need to comb the rest of the... Let's see here. I almost said comb the rest of the galaxy. But I mean comb the rest of the neighborhood. That one's for sale, so it's no good. We hit that one already. Is there anything else on this block? No. It looks like that's it. So our choices now become... We got the fuel out of the car, right? Okay. Any fuel we could bring back with us is appreciated because, frankly, I need to turn the Jenny back on. People have been in a bad mood lately, and I need to keep spirits up. I need people to be recovering for the next couple days, especially since Elaine is thinking about just, like, bailing on out and leaving us. Oh, yeah, you can see it. Rebecca is hit for 0 points. Where was Rebecca at in here? Hold on. Hold on. He shot somebody, but I want to see who he shot. It adds to the flavor for me. I just want to see... Where's the body at? Did we walk right by it? Or did he shoot her in the shed? Or... Oh, the shed opens. Hold on. Maybe she's in the shed. She is not in the shed. However, there is fuel in the lawnmower. We almost missed out on that. And there's gardening supplies. And we're going to need those later on. Let me get... Renee, madam, I'm going to need you over here because are you full? No, you got nothing going on. You got a bunch of charges. I should try and recharge all my stuff, but they don't have a reload action, so I'm not sure if you can. I tried dragging and dropping the special ammo on top of the special weapons, and it doesn't appear to work. The generic charges or whatever, they don't appear to go back in. Once you take them out, they don't appear to go back in. Got a little bit more fuel. We got the gardening supplies. I'm actually glad I came back because that gallon and a half of fuel is a really, really big deal in the world that we're living in. I think we're bringing back about 6 or 7 gallons right now. So where was Rebecca at? He said that he shot her. Where is she? Oh. Ah. Don't mind me. I'm just looting and fondling your wife's dead body. Don't worry about it. Believe me, it's for loot. I don't mean anything by it. We have to get loot. We have gardening gloves over here. Ooh, yard gloves. They give you 2 defense. Toolbox and some extra parts. We may be able to get this fence up and running for sure. We've got a little bit more laundry too. Okay, so that's why I always go back right there. That's why I try to go back. It's why is there's like a bullet hole floating in space right there. It's probably in the window. Yeah, it's just like a decal, and for whatever reason when you go down through it's a texture. And so for whatever reason when you go down underneath and it deletes this top texture, that still stays there. Alright everybody. It's time to be getting on. We can go back to the map from here. What time do we have? We have 12:23. I don't know that we have the time to go out on another excursion right now. Nothing right there, huh, at that junction? Alright, we'll walk back home. Hopefully we'll get something good. I don't know if we will, but I am really, really sincerely hoping we'll find something nice. There's a field with corpses around. A shortcut through a field. It'd be awesome if it actually was a shortcut. Like if you completed the event, it helped you shortcut to whatever your ultimate goal was. Oh, shit. Okay. So a bunch of zombies. What looks like a bunch of random stuff, actually. Just like books and things. Not making a bunch of noise, so we may be able to handle this. Oh, I don't know. Everybody get over here. Not like that. Like over this way. Then drag back around. And I think I'm just going to keep people lumped up on this one. We're lumped. We're lumped. We're lumped. Hit it in the head. There's an old song that most people haven't heard in a while. There's an old song. Alright, so I'll put that right there. That's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He might be able to make it with one swing left. Yeah. There it is. A little bit of damage. On this side, she's got her hammer. Another zombie down. We'll see what the remainder of these zombies decide to do, although this is a pretty large field. We got a lot of killing to do, but I feel like we could get some extra supplementary loot out of this if we play our cards right. I'm going to draw everybody back to right here so the zombie doesn't get any attacks. And then we'll collapse people as necessary. There we go. I don't think it'll be able to get an attack from right here. We should be good. Oh, no, it did. Okay, well, whatever. Shows what I know about anything. But we did get a counterattack, which is nice. Who loves counterattacks? Splat loves counterattacks. I do. Let's go ahead and club the hell out of this zombie real quick. Down you go, Zambi. The Zambi is defeated, and so I think Renee was our last looter. The last looter. That's the name of the movie right there. You can't carry that much. Oh, she's maxed out too? Well, damn. This may not work out for us. Especially if there's too much heavy stuff around. I don't suppose that's lootable, right? Oh, I thought that was a fruit tree. I saw the red up in the tree and I was like, oh, fruit tree! Free food! Everybody loves free food. Everybody loves free t-shirts too. I wasn't sure that we got the first attack right there. The click felt off, but it looks like we did. Alright, so we'll get this one now. This one's wounded, so it should go down quick. Yep. This one's further back, I think. We'll try this one right here with his shorts and his Sperry's. It says he's gross. It says he is the gross man. The funny thing is if his last name was just like Grossman. It's like, actually, my name is Alan Grossman. I'm like, oh, well, then never mind then. Apparently this zombie decided to retain his last name. Is that everybody? I think that's everybody. Pretty sure we got them all. So another cop down, some dead looters. That one's got an arrow in him. I swear if we ever find a bow, we'll be in really good shape from all these arrows we've been finding. We should have a fairly decent supply for our quiver. Right there, we've got crossbow bolts. We haven't found a crossbow either. I think we got these ones already. Let me take one last sweep through and make sure there's nothing lootable here. I think it was probably just a big waste of time, but... Yep, big waste of time. Sometimes you can't tell with these roadside events. Either way, it's good to stretch the arm out every now and again. Make sure you don't pull any muscles. Make sure that nothing gets all disjointed and whatnot. Yeah, back to splendid we go. Well, that's just splendid. Awesome. I bet nobody in that town's ever heard that joke before. What's that over there? Well, that's just splendid. We got special items times 6, 18 food, fresh food, fuel, luxury items times 64. Okay. Looking pretty good right now. Looking pretty good right now. I am going to go turn the Jenny on for tomorrow before I forget, because I will totally forget if I don't do it right now. So let's sprint off and do that real fast. Down to the basement. Alright, so we got that right there. Jenny's over here. So today we're going to flip on the generator. Hopefully it's not mad at us from flipping it off. There we go. We flipped it on after flipping it off. Back up to the top floor we go for a little bit of the old inventory management. Who doesn't love a little bit of inventory management? Actually, I want that stuff in my inventory. This right here, though. We will split off, I guess, one of those and just put it over there. That's fine. I don't mind. Renee Cass. We got some gloves over here. Put those on her just in case. Got hammers and some lockpicks. Take those over. With Dougie. We got all kinds of good stuff over here. We got like a brush hook and everything else. We've also got some weightlifting gloves. I'll put them on there so he can increase his power. And then we'll go off to this side. Throwing that in there. Vic, what is Bud doing right now? Bud's got himself a lever action rifle, which should fire 40. Oh, it fires 38? What? I don't think I've ever seen a lever action that fires 38. I thought a lever action fired 45 ACP. I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not a gun guy, so I try not to say stuff like that, but I would swear that I'm pretty sure. I don't think I've ever seen a lever action that fires 38. I guess you could rechamber it. Maybe? Can you do that? I don't know. Gun people tell me. Can I chamber that? Some guns can be rechambered and some can't, from how I understand it, but... Let's see. Vicky got himself a gun. Vicky's got a gun. Alright, we'll put that over there. Medkit goes over there. That's enough musical intermission. And I don't suppose we have any further gloves, right? Well, we have the marksman's gloves. They don't really help with anything, but they look cool. They look super awesome. So I'll sort them into my inventory right now. Doug Schultz is all full up, okay. Bud Larson, what are your skills, Bud Larson? I mean, you're an extra worker. You're also another guy eating up all our food, so hopefully you're good at something. I hope and I pray, maybe, someday. We've got a playground. We should go hang out on the playground. That's where all the cool kids go. Let's see. So Watchtower, Watchtower. Bud, what are you good at, man? He's got 7 range skill. He's got 5 survivalism skill as well. So if we get a bow, he's the guy that we want to take out with us. However, he has very little skills at anything else. Mechanical, he doesn't even have 1 mechanical skill, which means He's useless back at the house, which means I may actually need him. I think you need 1 mechanical skill minimum to work under the direction of somebody with high mechanical skill. Oh, really? We can make a... Ooh. I mean, technically we need to fix the fence. It's kind of a big deal. So we'll probably finish the watchtower. After we finish the watchtower, we'll jump in on the fence real fast, I think. But for now, it doesn't look like... Actually, where's Bud at? Let's go have our conversations with Bud, see if he's got anything to add to the situation. Buddy? Buddy? He's probably upstairs. I bet he's upstairs. Bud? Where is Budley? That's what I'm assuming Bud is short for. I'm calling him Budley from now on, because it's funny. I'm gonna name my firstborn son Budley. Budley the Slayer. Off to this direction. Anybody? Where's Bud at? Budley, where the hell are you? Apparently he didn't come back to base with us. He was like, meh. Yeah, I see nothing thus far. Maybe he's on the roof. We've pretty much hit like every location. I don't think you need line of sight to see people. Yeah, you don't need line of sight to see people. Maybe he's on the roof then. Is he in the basement possibly? Did I walk right by him when I turned on the generator? Where is this dude? He's like a Vietnam War vet. He's like Spider-Manning up in the bathroom in the ceiling, just like waiting. Waiting for his prey. I actually knew a guy like that. I had a geology teacher who's like an adrenaline junkie. He got drafted for his first tour in Vietnam, and he was part of the Tet Offensive. Like, he was in the shit from how I hear it. And he got back home after the war, or after his tour, and he said that he was bored all the time. So after that, he just volunteered for like a second tour in Vietnam. And so he did a long time. He was in Vietnam for a very, very long time. And after that, he was like a mercenary, like in Africa or something like that. It was weird. But the dude had like a Black Widow tattoo like on his chest, like 65-year-old dude. He's got like 3 black belts, like just crazy dude. Let's see here. We've got our memorial wall. Oh wow. This is a lot longer than I expected. It looks like maybe some of these... It seems like some of these might be backers. Feel free to pause if you want to read all of this at some point. I'm just kind of scanning. Speed reading, basically. Huh. I don't like reading memorials. They bum me out. They really do. My mom is a big fan. Like, she always goes to graveyards. She likes going to graveyards in, like, weird places. Like, she likes going to graveyards in, like, little tiny towns out in the middle of nowhere and stuff like that, and just, like, looking at the different headstones. Kind of like a, I don't know, morbid fascination, I guess. Not really sure. I figure it's fine. I mean, our culture has sort of a... Oh, there's upstairs bathrooms too? Well, damn, somebody needs to scrub those things out, though. Looks like somebody's been pissing blood up against the back of it and then just didn't rinse it off. What is this? Like a closet? Huh. I have no idea where Budley's at. Budley's around somewhere, but I don't think we can really waste too much time looking for him. Like, where the hell did this dude go? He's like vanished. Weird. Like, I'd love to talk to him, but... Yeah. Looks like he's ran off somewhere and we ain't gonna find him, so... I don't think he's here. Interestingly enough, maybe he shows up in the morning or something. Let's go check the radio real fast. Got a sneeze brewing right now, and I know it's going to go off, and I'm going to forget about it, and then it's going to be in the recording. Still nothing new on the emergency wire for a week now. Last message, in case you didn't hear, was that antibiotics will help keep you from dying if you get bit by the dead. That's the only new information that I have. Also, the dead are coming back to life, presumably for the flesh and maybe for the lulz. Yes, the human species is maybe not as high on the food chain as we once thought. The laws have changed, the dead eat the living. That each caches toilet paper, fires back in style, houseboats are cool. Americans are doing their own construction, people are reading books for fun, creamed corn sounds tasty, and the guy on the radio can play anything he wants. Sigh. No new updates today, sorry. I really thought today would be the day. Well, so today isn't a complete wash. Here's the filtration organizers with Pickle Me Too. Davis, you got anything over here? You got nothing for me. Let me see if I got any mood-altering items. See if I can keep people all nice and spritzed up. If I got things that I can hand out to people, I would be thankful for it, because our morale is not looking so great right now. Morale is looking a little bit piss poor. Let's see. We've got DVDs. Spices. We don't have anybody to give that to. We've got some batteries. We've got some hot sauce. So actually, yeah, we could do some light distribution over here if we wanted to. Probably give the batteries to Renee, I guess. We'll give the bourbon over here to Vic, as usual. And then we'll give the hot sauce to Joel, maybe. How does that do for our mood? I'm sure that our moods are actually fairly bad. People are okay. She's unhappy. Davis Cray is happy. Everybody's looking okay. Vic Castillo's content. Bud Larson's okay. I don't know where Bud is. I can't even find the guy. He's a veteran. He does not panic from damage. He's a recreator. He likes the rec room, active in the shelter, and gets a one-time boost. So, okay, he likes himself the foosball. Gotcha. He enjoys himself some foosball. I'll probably then give the hot sauce to Doug, because he's the only one who's not content at the moment. So let's give hot sauce to Doug. Maybe that'll put him in a better mood, keep him from being rebellious. Finally. Now maybe everything won't taste like ass. Glad it could help. I'll see ya. Did I actually get us where we wanted to go? Ah, he's still not there. His mood is still okay. Alright, well, a number of people with okay... Oh, there he is, right there. How many times did I walk past him? My God. Anything that would improve your mood? Let's see. A cigar? Becca didn't like me smoking those, but what she didn't know, right? And I like a glass or two of bourbon before turning in, same as anyone. I'll let you know if I come across any. Can I ask you a question? Do you feel like talking about what happened to you? Well, I'd rather not talk about my wife. Even if I could do it all over again, she still would have tried to help people because that's who she was. The whole time after I put her in the basement's kind of a blur. Flashes of shooting those things, long stretches of watching for trouble from the window. Sleep was rarely for more than an hour or so. Guess it was just the old instincts kicking in. Yep, haven't felt that way in a long time. What are your strongest skills? Skills? You'd have asked me a couple weeks ago. I say cutting coupons, but ever since I started boarding up the house, I guess I've regained the old soldier mindset. I fought in Nam. I tell you that? Well, I think I did. Anyhow, I can still shoot, and I know what it's like to get shot at under fire. That makes all the difference. Anything you'd like to see added to the shelter? I don't care if it makes me sound old, but if I'm going to be putting this body through its paces again, the least you could do is have somewhere I can get some rest and maybe read a book. The library's nice, but when those things start shaking the fence, I can't help but get a bit irate. Should probably soundproof one of these rooms. Really? Okay, well that's interesting. I'm a little bit like that too. Repeating noises drive me crazy, so I can sympathize with that, and indeed he is a Vietnam vet, so there's that as well. Let's go ahead and take a little nappy poo right here. We'll find out what Elaine wants. Morale went up by 8 on that day, which is very, very good. We brought home... What did we bring home? Witnessed paying respects, negotiation skill. We brought back a person, right, too? Yeah, I was going to say, you get a big bonus for bringing somebody back home. 27 food bins consumed, so we've got roughly... Well, let's round. If you can't... if you want to know the secret to doing, like, scientific problems, it's eliminate the extra decimal points. Eliminate complications. So, eliminate everything that you can't account for and run the experiment without it, and then once you've got that all locked down, then you add the complication back in and you solve it with the complication once you feel more familiar. We've got no antibiotics being used, so that's good. Our food consumption is 27. I'm going to round that down to 25 to make this a bit more even. It looks like we've got about a month's worth of food left, 20 days, 3 weeks. Olaf Larson reporting for duty. Been a while since I said that. I may not be as quick as I used to be, but you never really stopped being a soldier. Olaf? My birth name, but please call me Bud. No one ever calls me Olaf. That's kind of a... In the United States, you don't meet a whole lot of people named Olaf. I assume overseas that's probably a very, very common name. But over here, I don't think I've met a couple people named Hans. Like, I had a couple friends growing up named Hans, but other than that, not a whole lot of, like, Germanic, Norse, and Russian names over here. Doesn't have... I think I've met a couple people named, like, Sven and things like that, but never seen an Olaf. Never met an Olaf. Okay, Bud. Are you sure you're okay to face the undead after what happened? I prefer to stay busy. I'm ready to go out and look for supplies whenever you are. Alright, I could always use somebody watching my back. Good, I'll be cleaning my pistol if you need me. Dismissed? You still with me right here? Or are you like losing your shit still? I would love to find something to increase her mood and maybe get her up off the floor, but unfortunately we haven't been lucky with the drops yet. I'm sort of wondering about Max over here and why he's just like hanging out on the side. I think the game may have bugged out with him. Like, I think maybe he was supposed to come back because I made him happy before he left by telling him, like, I convinced him that I understood his predicament. And I think that he was supposed to leave and come back, but I don't know. He's, like, sitting over there right now. Let's have a look at our work orders over here. I may put in Bud, although I just don't know. I don't know how Bud's strength is looking either. We're going to have to take a look at him as a character and see if maybe we can figure out what he's good at, what he's bad at. We got a lot of people working on the watchtower. Bud Larson, he can't work on anything as far as I know, simply based on the fact that he doesn't have mechanical skill, and you need survival skill to get some stuff done. The rooftop garden gives you 5 morale a day and provides 20 food once a week. That's not bad. Do we have to assign somebody to do that? I could have him be a custodian. That might work. Elaine Martin has no job right now. Well, comparing her and Renee, Renee's far better at medical, but she's far worse in combat. I think I'm going to keep Elaine with me. I like Elaine better for whatever reason. I really sincerely think Elaine is better. We've got machinist over here, but it's like you need 2 to... Oh, we don't have a workshop either. How do we make a workshop? Wow, you can make some sick weapons over here. My god. Alright. I'm assuming we're going to find all kinds of interesting people along our way. I think I'll probably... Let's throw her in on the watchtower, I guess. I'm going to take... Since Elaine Martin's back, I'm going to have her join the party. I have her re-equip in just a second, too. I'll do that in between episodes, though. For right now, with Budley, I might put him in my party, too, instead of Doug. Because Doug has mechanical skill, which means that he's vaguely useful. But his melee is really... I don't like this. I don't like this. His melee is not good enough. It doesn't convince me that he's worth bringing along, unfortunately. His survival skills, though, would be really useful. We'd be flying around the map with him in our party. 5 extra survival skill. I think it stacks, so let's take him out on a test run. We'll have Doug help with the watchtower, and if this doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But for right now, we'll throw him in our party. He did express an interest in coming along with us. So my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcast for the next episode of Dead State. I will see you all in the episodes to come. I'm happy you were here. It really does please me when people come along for these rides through video games with me. I'll see you next time. Take care out there, everybody. I do.